What was a big takeaway, Shauna, after that Washington game?
You know, we learned some things in terms of just like really finishing, right? Like we had opportunities to win that game. It was a 2-possession game with a minute left. And they made plays, we didn't. Where the Oregon game, we made plays and Oregon missed, right? And Washington shot lights out. I think, I credit them, but then, our defense has to be more locked in, especially scout specific, and knowing, where kids want to get to and their sweet spots and trying to take them away from that, which again, we did against Oregon and didn't really do as well consistently against Washington. So, they're a hard guard, they're a good team, and they just made plays when we didn't down the stretch.
Do you feel like you guys are close to pairing? Like, the defense has been really not that much of an issue for the season.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're close to pairing offense and defense together here? Like, are there signs you're seeing that it's coming together?
I feel that way. I do think we're close. I thought Washington really took advantage of every mistake we made defensively. They capitalized on it, like every single time. We accidentally, went with someone too long and they popped and they hit a three. It's just, you can't make those mistakes against certain, really anyone in the Big Ten, because people can make you pay on it. So hopefully we're getting closer and closer to that. But, it's the consistency, it's the possession after the possession, being locked in on both ends of the floor.
Do you know what this team is as we go to 2025 yet? Or because of all the injuries, again, you still have to figure out just flow and how to coach this team?
Yeah, I think, I know our core who's been playing every game. I know who we are. I know what we want to do. I know what our identity is. I think that's been pretty consistent this year, even with the people in and out of the lineup. But it obviously has been hard. It's been different because you build a team and you think certain players are going to be there, and then obviously they're not. So now other people kind of have to step up a little bit quicker than you want, and they're still new to the system or new to college basketball. But I'm really proud of our core guys that have been, out there every game. There's no doubt they're completely locked in. They're completely, our goals haven't changed. Our vision hasn't changed. It just looks a little bit different right now with certain people and obviously key people out.
I guess I'll draw the short straw. Is there a timeline for Makira and what you're expecting from a return at all?
Yeah, it probably it's not going to be soon. It's going to, we're planning on moving forward this group, and hopefully that'll come out. We'll get all that out to you guys as soon as possible.
How has Jen stepped into that? She's your point guard, right? So how have you seen her do that?
I think she stepped up. She's been huge. She knows she needs to step up. She's been there. She understands, and you see it. Like, you see her. I think her defense has been so much better. You see her offense. She's really been putting the team on her back, and been really making great plays, scoring when we need to, getting to the free throw line when we need to. And we're asking a lot out of her, so she's going to have to play, the majority of the game unless there's foul trouble, which, knock on wood, there's not. And I'm just really proud of her. I'm really, really proud of her, and how she's stepping up as a leader, stepping up as a point guard.
Do you expect Gretchen to be available tomorrow?
No.
Was that a reiteration of what she was dealing with before she came back for that one game? Or was it different?
Yeah, it's the same thing, and that's why I said, I think going into the last game or whatever, she's not 100%, and we're just gonna have to wait and see how that plays out.
This scoring drought, Shauna, I'm sure they're maddening to you, but what have you kind of dissected as what could be behind some of those, and how do you snap out of that as a team?
Yeah, it's funny though, because as I prepare and watch each game, I was just watching Minnesota against Nebraska, which Nebraska was up on them 20-some, and they scored a high level, and they went on a 6-minute scoring drought, and it's okay, we're not the only ones. It's misery loves company with that. It made me feel a little bit better, but obviously, we can't go on an 8-minute drought, which we've done, and we've done it 5, 6, 7 minutes. You can't do that at this level. So, we talk about it a lot, of knowing when you really need to run something and try to get a really good shot. I need to continue to do a better job of calling the right plays at the right time to maybe get something where, a high percentage shot, get it into KB or get something going to the rim. We need to manufacture some points in those times, and now more than ever, with kind of, there's a lot of times where we would just, get the ball to Makaira, run a high ball screen, and she is able to just get a shot off, right? So now we're really, we got to be, every possession's really critical, and that's where I have to be, really good and a lot better at making sure I'm calling the right stuff and putting our guys in a position to be successful, especially during those droughts.
How does that?
Is that my kid back there? I'm sorry, you guys.
How does that challenge you? Because Makaira was kind of a free shot. How does that challenge you guys as a staff to dial up the right?
I mean, it's an opportunity for us to, we got to adapt. And we have, because we've played without her now for a while. Even last year we played without her sometimes. So, it's nothing like, it's like, obviously it's nice. You want all your players out there, but, it's different. And we just got to continue to see, kind of like you were saying, okay, with this team, what are those, what are our go-to calls? What are our go-to, if we need a basket, where's the ball going, right? And those are the things that we just got to kind of continue to evaluate and see. And some of it's just going to be experience and learning, this group.
Increasingly, it feels like Jen has kind of said, I'm good with being that.
Yeah, and we've done that, right? Like anytime we really need a basket, it's been, we'll have Jen kind of, and she's created a lot of different things and manufactured a lot of baskets that, aren't even there, but she makes them there. We've gone to KB a lot inside. And then obviously, we've gone to Dal a lot, just getting downhill. I mean, those are our three guys that, the ball's going to be in their hands at the end of the game. And I trust Jen, with everything I got, that she's going to make the right decision, the right play, and she'll be able to manufacture something to get us a shot. And then if it goes in, it goes in. That's not, but I know we have, that core group is going to be ready to go when their name's called.
KB rising the all-time ranks in career double-doubles. How much is that a testament to her impact in multiple facets?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so happy for her. She's so deserving of it. The consistency, you guys have heard me talk about her, the consistency in which she goes about her day-to-day business and how she works, the teammate that she is, the leader that she is. It's just, she's an everyday woman, and if you can do that, you're going to have success in whatever it is. So again, she's deserving of every award, every record, every, all the recognition that she gets. She's deserving of it, and I'm super happy for her. And it's just really been fun to watch her this year. She's playing with an elite confidence level. She's just really enjoying playing the game out there, and I just kind of let her go, and just really proud of her and happy for her.
Because you coach a 2-semester sport, do you ever have a January conversation with like freshmen or new players that, hey, now's the time, I need more from you now? Or is this the moment you do that?
Yeah, I think, in some way it's kind of organic and they kind of know it, and then other ways, and every year is kind of different. Like this year, with someone like a Barry who obviously missed time, but now is back, and now, like she's going to play a lot and get a lot of opportunity, and we need her, and she's able to score, she's able to play multiple positions, she can bring a lot to our team. So I think those are times where it's like, okay, not necessarily even you're in your second semester of freshman year, it's more like the timing in the year. And right now, I actually just told her yesterday, like, hey, like anytime you catch that ball, like we need you to be aggressive. We need you to look to shoot. I want her to shoot every time she gets it if she's open. And then just reminded her that defense is the biggest learning curve as any freshman. You saw with Gretchen that, last year to this year, I mean, night and day. And just continuing to tell Barry, it's okay. Like it's gonna take some time. It's the hardest part to figure out. But we don't need you to be a defensive stopper. We just need you to be solid. And I think just continuing to, build her up and give her confidence in that, because we really, really need her scoring out there right now. So I'm super happy with her progression in a short time, even with the injury. And I think she's going to really, really take off this year.